Tatinina, KTN News.
And in other news, President William Ruto will now form a tribunal to investigate the conduct of 4 IEBC commissioners who disputed his election in the August polls. The National Assembly unanimously approved a report by the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee that found the 4 with a case to answer. The 4 commissioners will stand suspended once the tribunal is constituted until it finalizes its investigations and reports to the President. Chris Thairu reports.
Before heading for their long Christmas recess, members of the National Assembly had one more task: to ensure they debate and approve the report from the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee that had found the 4 embattled IEBC commissioners guilty as charged.
The petition by Reverend Dennis Ndwega Ndombe discloses serious violations of the Constitution or other laws, gross misconduct, and incompetence as grounds for the removal of Ms. Juliana Wonge Cherera, Ms. Irene Cherop Maset, and Mr. Francis Mathenge Wanderi, and Mr. Justice Abonyo Nyangaya.
These commissioners are indeed people who should be in the category of criminals. People who wanted to ban our country, prodded by people who made them believe that they had power over the people of Kenya.
The commissioners themselves became petitioners in favor of one candidate against a commission where they are serving commissioners.
According to the majority of the members, and especially those affiliated to Kenya Kwanza, the president should not waste any time in commencing the process for their removal.
The same people who prodded these commissioners to line up and go address a press conference at Serena and afforded them the luxury of rooms in Serena and apartments paid for by the state, Honorable Speaker.
That His Excellency the President suspends the commissioners herein pending the determination by the tribunal.
Majority of the members affiliated to Azimio la Umoja and who have been against the proceedings of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee absconded the sittings.
Support the committee's report and ask the President to waste no time in dealing with people who are otherwise criminals.
The noble thing they need to do and command respect for the people of this country is owe us an apology and apologize to the people of this country, apologize to the families they would have hurt, and apologize to everybody that they inconvenienced.
Once the president forms the tribunal, the 4 will stand suspended. However, the 4 commissioners have an option to resign before they are suspended from office and a tribunal formed.
It is good for us as members of this House to send a very clear signal and strong one by sending these 4 commissioners home with immediate effect.
These are people who, if they were honorable enough, would have just decided to quit the positions immediately after the announcement of the elections.
As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Meanwhile, members of the National Assembly approved for appointment of all the 51 nominees for principal secretaries as proposed by President William Ruto. The 51 nominees are now expected to be sworn in office come Friday morning at State House, Nairobi. The members of Parliament have begun the long Christmas recess until 14th of February next year. Chris Thairu, KTN News, Nairobi.